Greetings, everybody. We are in Atlanta for the New York Mets at the Atlanta Braves. On a beautiful Monday morning. And we're so glad that you have decided to join us. We'll have our lineups in just a few minutes. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We're doing two replays, 1911 and 1969. And this morning, we have the next game in our 1969 replay, August 9. First game on this date, 1969. Third game of a four-game series. Mets played a doubleheader with the Braves. Split it, and now here in the third of the four-game series, pitching for the Mets, their ace, Tom Seaver. For the Braves, Pat Jarvis. Seaver comes in with 11 wins, Jarvis with 10. The Mets are 11 games behind the first place Pittsburgh Pirates, playing .500 baseball, their best record in franchise history. The Braves are in first place, a game and a half against the Giants. Let's look at our opening lineups. For the Mets, Tommy Agee leading off in center field. Bobby File bats second at third. Cleon Jones batting third in left field. The cleanup hitter is Art Shamsky. He's in right field. Wayne Garrett bats fifth at second base. Eddie Kranepool at first base batting sixth. J.C. Martin, the catcher, batting seventh. Buddy Harrelson, the shortstop, batting eighth. And Tom Seaver, the pitcher, batting ninth. For the Braves, it's Felipe Alou leading it off in center. Tony Gonzalez in left. Henry Aaron in right field, batting third. Orlando Cepeda at first base, the cleanup hitter. Felix Millan is at second base. Cletus Boyer batting sixth at third. Bob Didier catching. He's batting seventh. Gil Garrido at shortstop batting eighth. And Pat Jarvis, the pitcher for the Braves. And they're both right-handers. This is the first game of August 9, 1969 replay. Oh, and that's good coffee. Whoa! Lord. We have an afternoon game it'll be in our 1911 replay. And we invite you to join us here on SBN for that. It will be at 2 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Philadelphia Phillies at the New York Giants. It'll be Moore pitching for the Phils and Ames for the Giants. Tomorrow morning, we go back to 69. It'll be Minnesota at Baltimore. Dean Chance for the Twins and Jim Palmer for the Orioles. Of course, these schedules are subject to change based on my predilections. And it's an absolutely gorgeous morning here for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. First pitch in about 4 minutes. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. Real good coffee. about 3 minutes, the tweet will be up. We expect it to be good, and we expect then the Braves to take the field. Kathy Harden has arrived. Oh, Kathy, good morning to you. I hope you're well. I really do. I really do. I hope you're well. This is a big one, folks. Mets looking to get over 500. In this, their best season in franchise history. With their ace, Tom Seaver. About 2 minutes till the first pitch. Here in Atlanta. And I got coffee. And I'm looking forward to a very good ball game. I really am. Indeed, 1 more minute, we're ready to play some ball here. Okay, we have 8:30 a.m. Let's go check the tweet, see if it posted. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, if you're on Twitter, because I provide a lot of extra information about these replays. And the tweet is up, the tweet is good. Real world Mets looking good, Kathy Harden says. The Mets beat Cleveland 5-4 in the first game and 2-1 in the second. They swept their doubleheader. And that'll put the Mets only 5 games behind the real-world Atlanta Braves. 2 games over 500. Meanwhile, the Yankees are doing better. They're in third, 5.5 behind Tampa Bay. And the Dodgers have a 1.5 game lead in the NL West. And the Braves take the field. Pat Jarvis on the mound for Atlanta. And leading it off for the Mets is Tommy Agee. Here's Jarvis, he's ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch to Agee. That's 6-4. Fly ball to center. Getting under that Felipe, he's a 3. 16-3. And he makes the catch. And there's one away. We're underway here in Atlanta. Agee flies to center. Here's Bobby File. Good crowd out here in Atlanta. They love the Braves, who are leading in the National League West by 1.5 games over the Giants. File is a right-handed hitter. Jarvis winds. The pitch to File, 2-6. And he pops it up to short for Garrido. 2 outs. I think I'm going to pick a different 20 die. That's confusing me just a tad, Captain North. Just a tad. And here comes Cleon. His first plate appearance. Kathy for the Mets. I'm for the Mets. For 2 reasons. I want them to battle for the division, believe it or not. And I want to see San Francisco stay in this race. Here's the pitch to Cleon. From Jarvis. 5-8. That's better. And that is knocked into the gap for a double by Cleon, a 2-out double. So Cleon continues to hit very, very good baseball. I think I'm going to go for a red here because that's just a little bit too much for me. 5-8. We'll go for a red die here. I think you can understand, Kathy. There we go. That's going to work much better for me. Okay, Cleon on second. 2 outs. Here's Art Shamsky now. Left-handed hitter. Jarvis will work from the stretch. And the pitch to Shamsky. 6-10. Catcher X. Didier at 2, 22, reroll, 13-2. It's a pass ball followed by a foul out. So the side is retired. There was a pass ball by Didier that took Jones to third. And the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. The Mets nothing, the Atlanta Braves coming to bat. Oh, here's Seaver. Going for win number 12. And leading it off for Atlanta, Felipe Alou. Gonzalez on deck then, Aaron. We expect to make some new coffee for this ball game. Granted, I came in with about a half a pot, but that's not going to last. Oh, that's good coffee. Whoa. Lord help us. Here's Felipe, right-handed hitter facing Seaver now. Seaver is ready. Here's the windup. Pitch to Felipe. 4-8. And he walked him. So Felipe on first to start it off. Here's Tony Gonzalez. Seaver working from the stretch. The pitch to Gonzalez. 3-9. He grounds it to second. Garrett, double play. Turned by Garrett. It's 2 outs and nobody on now. And here's Henry Aaron. The pitch from Seaver. 3-12. Lines it to third, caught by Bobby File, and the side is out. No runs, no hits, the walk, none left. After 1, it's scoreless here in Atlanta. It's beautiful, beautiful morning, as far as I'm concerned. For Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball, we also have a 1911 replay We have the Phillies at the Giants, game 4 of the season. Still on the first day, April 12, 1911. That's at 2 p.m. Eastern U.S. time. Looking forward to that. Here comes Wayne Garrett to lead it off for the Mets now. Garrett, a left-handed hitter. Here's Jarvis, the pitch to Garrett now. 3-6. Pops it up to first for Cepeda, 1 down. Now Eddie Kranepool. Left-handed hitters in this lineup. A bunch of them. That's Bill Hodges, has a lefty-righty platoon system. Now Jarvis. The pitch to Kranepool. 1-6. Grounds it to first. And Cepeda has it 2 away in the Mets half of the second. For J.C. Martin. I assume Grody's okay. They're bringing Martin in, I suppose, a left-handed hitter. Facing Jarvis. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Jarvis now. The pitch to J.C. 5-7. Walked him. So, J.C. Martin on first with 2 down. For Buddy Harrelson. Seaver on deck. 1-11. And he grounds it to short. Garrido has it. Throws to Cepeda. And the side is retired. No runs. No hits, a walk, 1 left. And after 1.5, it's a scoreless ball game. Mike and I are still planning to do a concurrent broadcast. It's just he had something he had to do today, this morning. I'm sure we'll get to it, and I have a feeling we'll be able to figure this out. Okay, Orlando. Leading it off for Atlanta. Here in the bottom of the second. Seaver on the mound. Here's the pitch to Orlando. 4-9. Struck him out. That's the first for Seaver. That's 1 down. Now Felix Millan. Woo! Beautiful, beautiful. Morning. I got the AC blowing, folks. It's always summer here in Florida. We're our headquarters here for the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Even though we do have a few cold days in February. Okay, Millan facing Seaver. Here's the pitch. 2-8. And he chops it to short. Harrelson has it. Throws to Kranepool, 2 away. In the bottom of the second. And now Cletus Boyer. There's a strike called on Boyer. Seaver is throwing very, very hard today. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh. That's low for a ball. .59 struck him out, and the side is retired. A 1-2-3 for Seaver. His second strikeout of the inning and the game. After 2, it's a scoreless ball game. It Might be a little early to say, but we may have a ball game here. Kathy Harden. And here comes Tom Seaver to lead it off for the Mets. Seaver is a 1 WR. Jarvis into his windup. Here's the pitch. Whoa, it's a spinner. 5-9. And it's a fly ball to left field for Gonzalez. That's one away. Back to the top of the order, Agee flew to center in the first. Jarvis winds and the pitch. 3-7. And he struck him out. So Agee goes down on strikes. That's 2 down. For Bobby File, 0 for 1. Pop to short. You can see the scab came off. Or I picked it off. See how nice that works? Here's the pitch to Bobby. That was from scratching a mosquito bite, by the way. Here's the pitch to File. 4-6. And he chops it to third for Boyer. Over to Cepeda. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jarvis. So we're in the middle of the third. We've got a ball game here, I would say. Scoreless. Seaver will face Didier, Garrido, and Jarvis. Here in the bottom of the third. I'm loving this. Going back between 1911 and 1962. Things are getting very, very interesting. Oh, yeah. Okay, Seaver facing Didier. Switch hitter batting left. Here's the pitch. 1-6. He walked him. Second walk given up by Seaver today. He walked Felipe in the first. Got him out in a double play. Here Didier walks to lead it off. And Gil Garrido is the batter. Jarvis on deck. Seaver from the stretch. 6-8. Pops it up to short. That's for Harrelson. 1 down. And now Pat Jarvis, a 1 WR. A B bunter. Don't let him hit away. Here's Seaver now. And the pitch, 5-10, right-hander. Grounds it to short. Harrelson to Garrett. To Cranepool. It's a double play. And the side is retired. Second double play for the Mets today. No runs, no hits, a walk. None left. Seaver, no hits through 3 innings. It's a scoreless ball game. We move to the top of the fourth. Okay, here comes Cleon. Cleon has the only hit in this ball game for either team. He doubled, was left on in the first. Cleon Jones. Okay, Jarvis is ready. Here's the windup. Pitch to Cleon. 2-4. Grounds it to second. Mian has it. There's 1 away. Now Art Shamsky. Let's get some coffee going here. Another cup, probably the last of this pot. This is the last. Whoa! some milk in there. We're going to need milk. Okay, 1 out, nobody on. Shamsky at the plate. Here's Jarvis now. The pitch to Shamsky. 4-4, left-hander, grounded to short. Garrido, he's a 3. 11-3, and he throws him out. There's nobody on. Nice play by Gil Garrido. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Wayne Garrett now. Here's Jarvis. 4-6, grounds it to second for Mian. And the side is out. 1-2-3 for Pat Jarvis. Both pitchers looking very good. Oh. We're in the middle of the 4th. It's a scoreless ball game. Mets took the first of the doubleheader yesterday, 6-2, then the Braves 3-0. So the clubs split the doubleheader. This is the 3rd game of the series. They have one on August 10. Okay, Seaver, 2 walks, no hits allowed, no runs. Struck out 2. Felipe will lead it off here, bottom of the 4th. Here's Seaver now. And the pitch to Felipe. That's 4-9. And he struck him out. That's the 3rd for Seaver. Felipe went down swinging. 1 down. Here's Tony Gonzalez. He grounded into a double. Seaver into his windup. Here's the pitch. 2-8. And that's hit well into the gap. And that's going to be a double for Gonzalez. A 1-out double. First hit allowed by Seaver. A 1-out double by Tony Gonzalez. So Gonzalez on second, 1 out. Henry Aaron the batter. Here's Seaver working from the stretch. And the pitch to Seaver. To Aaron, I'm sorry. 5-8. And that is a grounder to second. That's for Garrett. He's a 3, 7-3, and he throws him out. Gonzalez holds. Garrett is very steady. He's better at shortstop. But, I'm sorry, at third. He's a 2 at third base. He's a 3 at short. It's 2 outs. Gonzalez is on second, and Orlando. I'd much rather face Orlando here than Mian. I have my reasons. Here's the pitch from Seaver. 5-11. That's a grounder to third. And Bobby File has it. He throws to Cranepool, and the side is retired. So no runs, 1 hit, the double by Gonzalez. And after 4, it's still scoreless here in Atlanta. Top of the 5th, Eddie Cranepool leading it off. It's a scoreless ball game through 4 here. Here's Jarvis. The pitch to Cranepool. 6-10. Catcher X. Didier at 2. 11-2. And he fouls out to Didier, 1 away. Now J.C. Martin. Here's Jarvis. And the pitch. 6-9, left-hander. Pops it up to second. And Felix has it, 2 away. Real good pitching here today by both starters, Jarvis and Seaver. It's 2 outs, nobody on. Buddy Harrelson, switch hitter, batting left. That's 4-3, left-hander. Flies it to right field. Aaron, he's a 1. 15-1, he makes the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Pat Jarvis again. He's had 3 in a row. He's retired 10 in a row. We're in the middle of the 5th. It's a scoreless ball game. Here's Seaver. 1 hit allowed, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, no runs. Mian leads it off here. Bottom of the 5th. Here's Seaver now. And the pitch to Mian. 2-12. Pops it up to the side of third base in foul territory. File has room, and there's 1 away. Here's Cletus Boyer. He struck out in the second. Here's Seaver winding, and here's the pitch to Boyer. 1-2, and he walked him. Snake eyes all the way. So Boyer is on. That's the 3rd walk given up by Seaver. Here's Bob Didier. Didier walked, was out in a double play in the 3rd. Seaver from the stretch. The pitch to Didier. Switch hitter, 2-11. And he grounds it to first. Cranepool, his only play is at first. Boyer goes to second. So it's Boyer on second, 2 down for Gil Garrido. Clutch situation, if you will. Here's Seaver now. The pitch to Garrido. Yeah, it's 2-6. And he grounds it back to Seaver. He's got it. Throws it to Cranepool. The side is retired. No runs again. No hits. The walk left on. And it's scoreless through 5. Top of the 6th. We got a good one brewing, no doubt about it, Kathy Arden. Seaver will lead it off here in the top of the 6th, as Jarvis will in the bottom of the 6th. Seaver flew to left in the 3rd. It's a good one brewing for sure. And I'm going to have some coffee brewing in the middle of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Seaver. 1-7, he struck him out. That's the 2nd for Jarvis today. Here's back to the top of the order, 80. 0 for 2, flew to center, struck out. Jarvis winds, and the pitch. 6-9. And he grounds it to short. Garrido has it. 2 outs. I'm telling you, both of these pitchers putting on a show today. And if you like pitching, good pitching, like Kathy Harden and I do, This game is the greatest. Here's Bobby File, 0 for 2, facing Jarvis. 6-6. And that is a base hit by Jarvis, just beyond the reach of Boyer. And if anyone could have got it, it's Cletus Boyer, maybe also Brooks. File with a 2-out single, just beyond the reach of a diving Cletus Boyer. So 2 outs, File on first, and here comes Cleon. That's only the second hit allowed by Jarvis. Seaver's allowed just 1. Okay, here's the pitch to Cleon. 110, and he struck him out. Oh, Cleon goes down. That's the third for Jarvis today. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. It's a scoreless ball game. Jarvis Endurance is in the 7th, Seaver's in the 8th. Both pitching shutout baseball. And Jarvis will lead it off. A 1 WR. Here's Seaver now. 4-2. And he grounds it to third for File, 1 down. And here comes Felipe, top of the order. Walked and struck out. Seaver into his windup. 1-8. And it's hit deep, but playable by Cleon. 2 outs. And now Tony Gonzalez has got the only hit for the Braves. A double in the 4th he was left on. Here's Seaver. And the pitch, 3-10, and he grounds it to first. Eddie Kranepool has it, takes it himself. It's a 1-2-3 for Seaver. We've gone 6. It's scoreless here in Atlanta. We'll do the top of the 7th, and we'll take a break. For the 7th inning stretch, we'll make some coffee, and we'll do the other things. Shamsky leading it off 0 for 2. Mets have 2 hits off Jarvis, a double by Jones in the 1st, and a single by Bobby File. He's walked 1, struck out 3. Here's the pitch to Shamsky. 4-6. He grounds it to second for Felix. That's 1 down. Now Wayne Garrett, left-handed hitter. Here's Jarvis. 3-8. Lines it to second, caught by Felix. 2 outs. And that brings up Eddie Kranepool. Eddie 0 for 2. Jarvis, the pitch to Kranepool. 1-9. Grounds it to first, and Orlando has it. And the side is retired. Another 1-2-3 for Jarvis. We're in the middle of the 7th. It's a scoreless ball game. Seaver will come up and face the heart of this Braves order, Aaron, Cepeda, and Felix. But not before we take a break. About 5 minutes, it might be a little more. Who knows? We're going to make some coffee. And do the other things. Stand by. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Indeed, Kathy Harden. Indeed. And it's so great to have Kathy Harden joining us, sharing with us, enjoying with us as we try to get through another day And Strat-O-Matic to the rescue, helping us distract ourselves, enjoy ourselves, and cope. The coffee is brewing, and we got a good one brewing. Glad to see the Mets sweep. That always, in real world, that always helps. We'll be back in about 3 minutes for the continuation of this scoreless ball game. Well, both pitchers throwing shutout baseball here in Atlanta. Both pitching about as good as can be. Seaver has allowed 1 run, no runs, 1 hit. Jarvis, no runs, 2 hits. And we're getting back to this ball game. The coffee is not quite ready, but I'm going to sneak a cup. You bet I am. Every game is a big game now. It's trying to get over 500 here. They're 54-54, their best record this late in the season in franchise history. Got the coffee. I hope you have yours, Kathy. Because Seaver is ready. He's going to face Aaron. 0 for 2. Okay, here's Seaver, the windup. The pitch to Aaron. 2-11. Oh, it's a fly ball to right field. And Shamsky is there at the warning track. Oh, that ball almost left. 1 down. Whew. There it is, 2-11 against right-handers. Here comes Orlando. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th, scoreless game. Okay, Seaver, he winds and the pitch. 4-8. He walked him. So Orlando is on, being held. He's 1-9. And Felix Millan, the batter, 0 for 2. 1 out, Orlando on first. Fouled back by Millan. And out of play. Here's the pitch to Felix. 2-7. It's a base hit to right. Orlando goes to second. He's a 1-13, 1-14. He'll hold. So the Braves have first and second, 1 out for Cletus Boyer. He struck out and walked. Seaver trying to settle down here. There is action in the Mets bullpen. McGraw is warming, even though he pitched last game. He pitched 2 consecutive in real world. And the right-hander Cal Kuntz, who pitched in this ball game in real world. We don't have to, but we use it as a guideline. Okay, Seaver. From the stretch, the pitch to Cletus. 2-2. Fly ball to left. There's Cleon. 2 outs. Runners hold. And here comes Didier, the switch-hitting catcher, batting left. It's first and second, 2 down. Didier walk grounded to first. Here's the pitch to Didier. 3-6. Whoa, it's a base hit. Cepeda scores. Millan goes to third. The Braves lead at 1-0. So Seaver gets hit here. In the 7th, he walked a batter, allowed 2 singles. Let's look at that one again. Oh, Kathy, 3-6, base hit, 2 asterisks. So it's first and third, 2 outs. A clutch single by Didier. He's done a lot of that this season. Here's Gilgarito now. And the pitch from Seaver. 4-8. Oh, he walked him. I was thinking of walking him intentionally anyway. Kathy Harden. That's a 4-8 walk. That's going to load him up. And Jarvis will hit. Jarvis 0 for 2 today. The bases are full. It's 2 outs, 1 run in. Orlando walked with 1 out, and Didier knocked him home. Here's the pitch to Jarvis. 4-9, right-hander, and he struck him out. Again, Seaver's endurance inning is 8. So the side is finally retired. The 4th strikeout for Seaver, 1 run on a walk and 2 walks and 2 hits, 2 singles, 3 left on. So consider the Mets lucky, but they have their work cut out for them. They're facing Jarvis now, who's throwing shutout baseball. Here's JC now to lead it off. 3-5, and that is a base hit by J.C. Martin to lead it off. Grody is putting on his gear. There's going to be a runner. It's going to be Amos Otis. And Grody will come in to catch for JC. Next inning. So Amos Otis is running. And the batter is Buddy Harrelson. Here's the pitch to Buddy. He lays it down. He's a B bunter, 8B. That looks like it's good. And it is. It's hit to Orlando, and his only play is to first. Harrelson moves Amos Otis to second. So the Mets have someone in scoring position in the name of Amos Otis. And there's going to be a hitter for Seaver. What a shame. He couldn't get any support from his team. He allowed only 3 hits in 7 innings. He walked 5, though. Not his usual control. He struck out 6, allowed 1 run. It will be McGraw coming in, the left-hander. So unless the Mets score 2 here, he is the loser of record or no record. Tug McGraw warming, as we said. And there's going to be a hitter for Seaver. Let's see who it is. Against Jarvis, the right-hander. It's going to be Kenny Boswell. Boswell, a left-handed hitter. He steps in, facing Jarvis, 1 out. Amos Otis on second. Here's the pitch from Jarvis. 3-6, and that is a Base hit by Boswell. Otis scores. It's a tie ball game, so Seaver off the hook for the loss. Boswell with a pinch hit, run batted in for the Mets. Amos Otis, pinch running for J.C. Martin, scores from second. One more hitter walk. And Jarvis has reached fatigue. There's Niebauer. Where the fuck is Niebauer? There he is, right on the top. Gary Niebauer is warming. I believe he's a right-hander. Yes, he is. Gary Niebauer warming for the Braves. He's ready to come in if and when needed. And we go to the top of the order. Maybe the Mets are not through here. Tommy Agee. Boswell on first, one out. From the stretch, Jarvis. 3-6. And he grounds it back to Jarvis, who forces Boswell at second. So it's 2 outs, and Agee is on first base for Bobby File. Jarvis trying to get out of this. File 1 for 3. And the pitch, 3-4. And he lines it to first, caught by Orlando. And the side is out, but the Mets get a run. On 2 singles, a sacrifice bunt by Buddy Harrelson. The pinch hit single by Boswell with Amos Otis running for J.C. Martin at second. And we're moving to the bottom of the 8th. It is a 1-1 ball game. And here's Tug McGraw now, left-hander. And he'll face Felipe to start it off. Buckle up, everybody. I have coffee. Here's Felipe now. McGraw, the windup and the pitch. 1-4. Pops it up to the right side, foul territory. Cranepool has room, 1 out. Now here's Tony Gonzalez. Left-handed hitter, he will hit. Tony 1 for 3 today, doubled off Seaver. Here's the pitch, 5-5, walked him. McGraw loses Gonzalez on a base on balls. He's the go-ahead run. Here's Henry Aaron now. Aaron, Cepeda, and Mian. That's a tough thing to face here. McGraw from the stretch. Here's the pitch, 3-9. Grounds it to short, Harrelson. To Garrett, to Cranepool. It's a double play. Second double play started by Buddy Harrelson. The side is out. No runs, no hits, a walk, none left. We've gone 8 here in Atlanta. Yeah, they got Aaron to ground into a double play. And here's Jarvis now. His 9th inning, he has not reached endurance. 2 hits and or walks he does. And here comes Cleon in the top of the 9th. Okay, Jarvis is ready. Cleon 1 for 3. Doubled in the first, left on. Here's the pitch. 4-8. And he walked him. One more hit or walk. And that'll be it for Jarvis. Kathy Harden is pacing. Here's Archamsky now. Left-handed hitter against Jarvis. Jones on first, no outs. Pitch from Jarvis. 5-5. Struck him out. And that's the 4th strikeout for Pat Jarvis. Here comes Wayne Garrett, a left-handed hitter, 0 for 3. Jarvis, the pitch to Garrett. 6-10. Catcher X, Didier at 2. 2-2. It's a dribbler right in front of the plate, and Didier throws Garrett out. Jones goes to second, though. And Eddie Kranepool in a clutch situation. Cleon in scoring position. Jarvis from the stretch. The pitch to Kranepool. 4-7. Struck him out. Oh, that was the 5th for Jarvis. Awesome. We're heading to the bottom of the 9th. McGraw in his 2nd inning of relief. Trying to take this to extra innings. Orlando will lead it off. It's going to be Orlando, Mian, and Cletus Boyer. Let me get some coffee. Let me wipe some of the perspiration from my brow. Oh. Niebauer. Warming in the bullpen. We're at the 1 hour mark here for this ball game. Here we go now. Orlando facing McGraw. Here's the windup and the pitch to Orlando. 3-6. Struck him out. That's the first by Tug. And now Felix. Oh, that's good coffee. Felix 1 for 3, singled in the 7th. Moved Cepeda to second for Didier to knock him home for the only Braves run. Here's the pitch to Mian. 1-8. And he lines it to short, caught by Harrelson. 2 down. I asked Tug to be very careful how he pitches to Cletus because he does have power. He is in power against lefties. Okay, McGraw winds and the pitch to Boyer. 1-8. Fly ball center. Under it is AG, and we're going to extra innings. So through 9, it's a tie ball game. And Jarvis will pitch his 10th inning. This will be it, though, for Pat. Definitely be it for Pat. It's going to be Grody now, who's in this ball game. Leading it off, then Harrelson, and then there will be a hitter for Tug McGraw. Kuntz is warming. Taylor is not available. He's absolutely not available. He pitched 2 days in a row. That's why I put him twice, even though he only pitched about a... read all about it, folks. We're going to extra innings. Yeah, here's Grody now facing Jarvis. The windup, the pitch to Grody, 5-8, and that is hit into the gap, and that's a double for Grody, standing up. Oh my, look at him. Look at him standing so happily, so self-assuredly at second base. A double off Jarvis. Jarvis is cleared of endurance factors. Here's Buddy Harrelson. Niebauer is available. Here's the pitch to Buddy. He lays it down for a bunt, and it's a beauty. It's an 8B. Picked up by Orlando. His only play is to first. The second sacrifice bunt in the ball game for Buddy. Oops. What am I freaking doing? Grody goes to third. A fly ball can bring him home. Grody on third, 1 out, Kathy Harden. And there's going to be a hitter for Tug McGraw. McGraw pitched 2, no hits. Walked 1, struck out 1, no runs. It will be Cal Kuntz. Not exactly my favorite to bring in, but we're going to do it. And hope for the best. McGraw can win this. He can't lose it. Let's see who's hitting for McGraw. Yes, it is. I thought so. Duffy Dyer. Some of you may remember his pinch hit recently that won the ball game. He's been not often used, but he has been used as a pinch hitter. Just get contact on the ball, Duff. It's Grody on third, 1 out. The infield is in. Here's Jarvis. The pitch to Dyer. 2-9. And that's hit out into the gap. Extra bases. Grody scores. A double for Duffy Dyer. He did it again. Duffy Dyer has done it again with a pinch hit double. Knocking home Grody. It's 2-1 Mets, and that's it for Pat Jarvis. Jarvis pitched 9 1/3. He's the loser of record. He allowed 1, 2, 6 hits. He has not reached endurance, but he's still being pulled. He walked 2. Struck out 5. He's allowed 2 thus far. And Gary Niebauer is the new pitcher. Gary Niebauer, a right-hander. Whew. So Niebauer will face AG with 1 out. Dyer on second. And he's a 1-10. Looks like they're going to have a hitter for runner for Duffy Dyer. I'll tell you that. It's going to be Al Weiss. A 1-15. That guy can run. So Weiss comes in to run a 1-15. Weiss on second with 1 out. Here's Niebauer, he's ready, and Agee at the plate. Here's the pitch to Agee. 0 for 4 today. 1-3. It's a base hit to left. This might score. Weiss rounding third. 1-15. Here's the throw from Gonzalez. And Weiss is out! Oh, he's thrown out at the plate. It was a good try, though. That's only the second out. Agee does go to second on the throw. Beautiful throw by Gonzalez. And that was changed. That was knocked around. Yeah. So Agee on second, 2 outs, and Bobby File, 2-1 ball game. File 1 for 4. Here's Niebauer. 6-3, fly ball right. Aaron, he's a 1. Getting under it, and he makes the catch, and the side is out. But a run for the Mets in the top of the 10th on 2 doubles. The sacrifice bunt by Buddy again. Jarvis, the loser of record. And here's Cal Kuntz. Kuntz to save it. McGraw for the win, Kuntz to save it. He had 7 saves in real worlds. And here we go. It's Didier, Garrido, and a pinch hitter for Niebauer. Didier is switch hitter, batting left against Kuntz. Here's Kuntz now. 3-6, and that is a double down the line for Didier. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. His action in the Mets bullpen. Jack DeLauro warming. He's a left-hander. And so is Nolan Ryan, a right-hander. DeLauro and Ryan warming in the Mets bullpen. Looks like there's going to be a runner for Didier. Tillman is available to catch if needed. Ralph Garr, the youngster, did not even qualify as a rookie. Do you remember Ralph Garr, Kathy Harden? Ralph Garr is running for Didier. Here in the 10th. And if needed, Bob Tillman would come in. He's suiting up. So it's Garr on second, a 1-17, and Gil Garrido, the batter. Kuntz trying to settle down here. There'll be a pinch hitter for Niebauer. Here's the pitch from Kuntz. 3-7, and that is a line drive to second, caught by Garrett. One down. Now there's a hitter for Niebauer. Niebauer pitched 2/3. It doesn't show because one of the outs was for a runner that Jarvis allowed. Let's see who's going to hit here for Niebauer. The tying run on second with one out. And coming in to hit his pinch hit is Rico Carty. Don't frickin' tell me that even though I want the Mets, I don't account for my biases. He's got a lot of injury problems, but he's well enough to bat. If Kirk Gibson was well enough to bat in that game when he hit the home run, Carty is well enough to pinch hit here. One of the best in the business. So here's Carty now. We could walk him, but you have Felipe Gonzalez and Aaron. And also, why put the winning run on base? Here's the pitch from Kuntz. 1-7, and that's a base hit to left. This might score Carr. Rounding 1-17, 1-16, and they'll let him score the tying run to keep Carty at first and not put the winning run in scoring position. So Carty ties it up with a pinch hit single. And there's going to be a runner for Rico Carty. Like I said, he's not well. He's 1-8 running. Ralph Garr scores the tying run. It's going to be Sonny Jackson, a 1-16. Running for Carty. In a wild 10th inning. So Jackson on first, one out. And that's it for Cal Kuntz. Kuntz has been pulled. He pitched 1/3 of an inning, allowed 2 hits. Hodges has seen enough from Kuntz. He's responsible for the tying run, Kathy Harden, and the winning run on first base, Sonny Jackson. And he's a B with Grody. Now catching, he'll be a 1-7. Let's see who's coming in. It's the youngster from Texas, Nolan Ryan. So Ryan in a tough spot here. Nolan Ryan coming in to pitch with Jackson on first and one out. He's ready now. Here comes Felipe. Ryan will work from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Felipe. 5-4. Grounds it to third. This could be 2. File is a 3. (18-3). Oh, he boots it! Oh, my, Bobby File boots the ground ball. Jackson goes to second. First error of the ball game for either team. Bobby File with an error here. And here comes Tony Gonzalez. So it's first and second. Now Lou on first, Jackson on second, still only one out. Here's Gonzalez. From the stretch, Ryan. 5-6. Walked him. So that'll load the bases for Henry Aaron. Nowhere to put him. And it all comes down to this. It's a 2-2 ball game. Mets scored one in the top of the 10th to take the lead 2-1. The Braves have tied it up here in the bottom of the 10th. Didier doubled. Carty singled him to third. Jackson came in to run for Carty. And then Felipe reached on an error by Bobby File. First and second, one out. Infield is back. Aaron at the plate. Aaron and the pitch. 1-8. And that's a base hit, and the ball game is over. Sonny Jackson scores. Henry Aaron with the walk-off single, Kathy Harden. And yeah, am I disappointed? Hell shit, yeah. But let's remember it's only a game. A walk-off single by Henry Aaron. And the ball game is over. The loser is Kuntz. Bad loss for the Mets. A walk-off single by Henry. Not even sure if that was earned. We'll call it earned unless Mr. Perota comes in. 2 runs by the Braves here in the bottom of the 10th. The final score, Atlanta 3, New York 2. Real tough loss. And with that, the Mets will fall 1 game below 500. The Braves will increase their lead to 2 runs. The win goes to Niebauer. The loss goes to McGraw, even though Kuntz was pretty... I'm sorry, the loss goes to Kuntz. I am so sorry. It was a great game, though, actually. That's the spirit, Kathy. That's the sporting spirit, you bet. Kuntz gets the loss. He was responsible for both runs. The final line, Braves 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Mets 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. And I guess, I don't see him, Mr. Perota, but I'm going to give Jarvis, believe it or not, for allowing 2 runs in 9 1/3 innings, the star of the game, even though Aaron had a walk-off single. So we'll put this one in the books. It's a tough loss for the Mets. Braves now lead 3-2 in the series. They split the double on August 8th. 1969 replay. Lots of action in this ball game. You have a nice day, Kathy Harden. I'll try to have a decent day. Stay strong, everybody. 2 p.m. Eastern, we have 1911 Strat-O-Matic baseball. Have a good one.